Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to start the meeting with a short prayer and a salute to our flag. Everyone, please rise. Almighty God, grant us the wisdom to make those decisions that are in the best interest of all our residents. May the Heavenly Father of us all bless those who have given the ultimate sacrifice in service to our nation, and may He watch over and protect our servicemen and women now guarding the gates of freedom. Salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it is, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Statement of publication.
Take notice that this regular agenda meeting of the Mayor and Borough Council being held on this 24th day of November 2025 has been posted and advertised in accordance with Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975.
Roll call.
Councilpersons Balca.
Here.
Palisi.
Here.
Novak. Roberts. Sinarski. Zabrowski.
Let the record show that Councilwoman Novak and Councilwoman Roberts have excused absences. That being said, I'm going to ask for the approval of the prior minutes of the Mayor and Council for November 10th, 2025, regular and agenda session. Is there a motion?
Move the following minutes of the Mayor and Council be approved on a roll call vote, subject to correction if necessary, November 10th, 2025, regular and agenda session.
Is there a second? Roll call.
Councilpersons Balca. Palisi.
Yes.
Sinarski.
Yes.
Zabrowski.
Yes.
Okay, at this time, we're going to go into closed session for how long, gentlemen?
I'll read the resolution.
Okay.
Whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975 permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas this public body is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist, now therefore it be resolved by the Mayor and Borough Council of the Borough of Saraville, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey as follows. The public portion of this meeting is hereby adjourned in order that the governing body may meet in closed private session for approximately 10 minutes to discuss the following matters: attorney-client privilege, litigation, bus depot. Following the conclusion of said closed session, the governing body shall reconvene the open portion of this public meeting to consider any other matters which may be properly brought before it at this time. The nature and content of the discussion which occurs in closed session shall be made public at such time as the need for non-disclosure no longer exists. This resolution shall take effect immediately.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Roll call.
Councilpersons Balca.
Yes.
Palisi.
Yes.
Sinarski.
Yes.
Zabrowski.
And just so the public knows that I'm going to recuse myself from this session, as the Board of Ed is my employer.
Okay, I take a motion to go back into open.
So moved.
Is there a second? Roll call.
Councilpersons Zabrowski. Balca.
Yes.
Palisi.
Yes.
Sinarski.
Okay, next item.
Public hearing on the following ordinance, ordinance number 33-25, Borough of Saraville, County of Middlesex. Ordinance amending the borough's regulations and permitting requirements for the holding of special events throughout the Borough of Saraville.
At this time, I'm going to open the public portion for questions or comments on this ordinance. Are there any questions or comments? Being no questions or comments, I'll entertain a motion. Councilman Balca. Is that right?
Sinarski.
Sinarski.
I move the public hearing be closed, the ordinance adopted on second and final reading and advertised according to law.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilperson Sinarski.
Yes.
Balca.
Yes.
Palisi.
Yes.
Zabrowski. Public hearing on ordinance number 34-25, Borough of Saraville, County of Middlesex, ordinance amending the borough's regulations and permitting requirements for the use of the portable stage.
This time, I'm going to open the public portion for questions or comments. Are there any questions or comments? Being none, I'll entertain a motion to close the public portion. Councilman Sinarski.
I move the public hearing be closed, the ordinance adopted on second and final reading and advertised according to law.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilperson Sinarski.
Yes.
Balca.
Yes.
Palisi.
Yes.
Zabrowski. Public hearing on ordinance number 35-25, Borough of Saraville, County of Middlesex, ordinance amending the borough's regulations and permitting requirements for the renting of parks and picnic areas within the borough's parks.
This time I'll open the public portion for questions or comments. Are there any questions or comments? Being none, I will ask for a motion. Councilman Sinarski.
I move the public hearing be closed, the ordinance adopted on the second and final reading and advertised according to law.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilperson Sinarski.
Yes.
Balca.
Yes.
Khaleesi.
Yes.
Zabrowski.
Yes.
Public hearing on ordinance number 36-25, Borough of Saraville, County of Middlesex, ordinance amending the borough's regulations and permitting requirements for the special event vendor permit.
This time I'm going to open for the public questions or comments on this ordinance. Are there any questions or comments? Being none, I'll entertain a motion. Councilman Belka.
Move the public hearing be closed. The ordinance adopted on second and final reading and advertised according to law.
Is there a second? Roll call?
Councilpersons Balca.
Yes.
Khaleesi.
Yes.
Sinarski.
Yes.
Zabrowski. Public hearing on ordinance number 37-25, Borough of Saraville, County of Middlesex, ordinance amending Chapter 2-64, fees and licenses.
This time I'll open the public portion for any questions or comments on this ordinance. Are there any? Being none, I'll entertain a motion. Councilman Belka.
Move the public hearing be closed. The ordinance adopted on second and final reading and advertised according to law.
Is there a second? Roll call?
Councilpersons Balca.
Yes.
Khaleesi.
Yes.
Sinarski.
Yes.
Zabrowski.
Next item.
Public hearing on ordinance number 38-25, Borough of Saraville, County of Middlesex, ordinance regarding environmental commission.
This time I'm going to open the public portion for questions or comments on this ordinance. Are there questions or comments? Being none, I'll entertain a motion. Councilman Sinarski.
Public hearing be closed, the ordinance adopted on the second and final reading, advertised according to law.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilpersons Sinarski.
Yes.
Balca.
Yes.
Khaleesi.
Yes.
Zabrowski.
This time I'm going to open the public portion on resolutions. Are there any questions or comments? Being none, I'll entertain a motion. Councilman Zabrowski.
Move the public hearing be closed and the consent agenda resolutions be approved on roll call vote.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Councilperson Zabrowski. Balca.
Then vote no on 2025-254 and 2025-255, yes on all our items.
Khaleesi.
Yes.
Sinarski.
Yes.
I need a motion to accept the correspondence.
So
Is
moved.
there a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded.
Councilpersons Balca.
Yes.
Khaleesi.
Yes.
Sinarski.
Yes.
Zabrowski.
Okay, reports of mayor and council, administration and finance, Councilman Belka.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving and progress on the administrative and finance part and also progress on the public works section too.
Okay, thank you. Planning and zoning, Councilman Zabrowski.
Only thing to report is from our Active Adult Center. We have December 5th is the Christmas concert. If those are interested, they register at the office or they can go on the website. And there are a couple other events going on for that month. We have a holiday craft on December 1st. Already denoted the Christmas concert on the 5th. On the 10th, we have Healthy Aging at Home. The 12th, Stress Management. The 29th, Health Screenings. I'd also like to wish everyone a wonderful and very blessed and happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Thank you. Public safety, Councilman Khaleesi.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm going to begin with the police chief's report from Chief Dan Plumacher. Over the past 2 weekends, the Saraville Police Department, joined by mayors of the Juvenile Academy, held 2 successful food drives at ShopRite. Thanks to the generosity of our residents, they've collected much-needed items to support our local food pantries and families in need. He thanks everyone who donated and volunteered. Traffic safety initiatives are ongoing. With the support of a $28,000 state grant, officers continue increased enforcement targeting aggressive and impaired driving. Saraville will also be participating in the statewide Goal Zero campaign on Thanksgiving Eve. You'll see the signs out on the road. A coordinated effort to reduce crashes, injuries, and fatalities on New Jersey roadways through visible patrols and proactive enforcement. In early December, the police department will again partner with our recreation department for a holiday toy drive at Walmart in Old Bridge, helping to assure local families they have support during the Christmas season. The department will also take part in this year's Parade of Lights on Sunday, December 7th, 6 p.m., assisting with road closures and presenting a collaborative float with the Bombers Beyond Cafe program. So from Emergency Management, Director Chris Bardsley notes that on November 16th, Saraville OEM worked alongside our fire department, police department, Hackensack Meridian EMS, and our mutual aid partners from South Amboy and Perth Amboy to successfully locate and rescue 2 stranded boaters along the Raritan River. Both individuals were safely transported to Perth Amboy Hospital for evaluation. We thank all agencies involved for their professionalism and teamwork. I also want to highlight an important community opportunity from our Office of Emergency Management. Registration is now open for the 2026 CERT Basic Training Program, beginning January 19th at Saraville OEM headquarters on Main Street. CERT training is an incredible asset to our community. It equips residents with practical knowledge and hands-on skills to assist during emergencies, support their families and neighbors, and strengthen our town's overall preparedness. It's free, it's open to adults over 18, and it's a great way to be involved. So for more information, residents can register using the QR code on the OEM announcement, which is on the Facebook page, or they can contact Coordinator Kathy Moscow directly with any questions, or myself, and I'll direct you over. And lastly, from the Saraville Fire Department, no additional updates at this time, but they extend their warm wishes to the council and to the community for a safe and happy Thanksgiving. In closing, I also want to wish all our residents a happy and safe Thanksgiving, and I look forward to seeing everyone at the Parade of Lights on Sunday, December 7th, 6 p.m. Be there. That's the end of my report.
Thank you, Councilman. Public Works, Councilman Balka. Okay, Water and Sewer Environmental, Councilman Sinarski, and then just go right into rec if you would, Sash.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. As far as the rec goes, that's what I was also going to mention. We have the holiday parade, which I still call the Christmas parade, coming up on the 7th. Like Mike said, 6 p.m. Recreation Department, along with all the other departments that help them do a great job throughout the course of the year. As far as my reports go, like for the community garden and everything else, that's pretty much wrapped up for the year. But I saw a lot of happy faces there throughout the year. A lot of people enjoyed it. The smiles when people, even young adults and kids, grow something and then they get to pick it and eat it. It's just an enjoyable sight. So the community gardens is something that other people should get involved in. There's enough of plots next year. Sign up, join it. It gives you great satisfaction to grow something there. Water and sewer, we do have some issues going on in Lower Saraville and the Baymers pumping station. Within the next 2 weeks, that's going to be addressed. I don't know what the expense is going to be to the borough. There's no problem with anybody's homes backing up or anything else, but it's just some money that's going to be spent at the Baymers Avenue pump station. I'll give you more details at the next council meeting. Other than that, progress, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make a note. On Saturday, there was a fundraiser at the Little League complex, and it was done by Lightbridge Academy. There was a young family whose little boy developed a neurological disease. He did, and this was I think it's $2.5 million for him to try some experimental program for it. Anyway, Lightbridge Academy as well as Megan Bowden, who's a Saraville girl, and she's an executive with Lightbridge. She was the point person, and they did a great job. So the Saraville Police, the firemen, the people of Saraville, the Saraville Little League, Saraville did what it does best. It came out in mass and unison to help this little boy. So job well done, Lightbridge. Job well done, Megan. That being said, we'll go to general discussion items.
Authorization to award a contract to GPC Inc. of Millbourne, New Jersey to paint the Finance Department offices and the main room in the tax office through Monmouth Ocean County Co-op contract in an amount not to exceed $22,255.17.
Any objection? Next item.
Application for a person-to-person transfer from Pat's Pub to 367 Pub Corp.
Any objection? Next item.
Authorization to purchase one 2026 Ford Bronco for the construction office from All American Ford of Paramus.
Any objection? Next item.
Authorization to purchase one 2026 Ford Bronco for the construction office from All American Ford in the amount not to exceed $39,898.30.
Any objection? Next item.
Authorization to purchase five 2025 Chevy Tahoes for the police department from Pellegrino Chevrolet through the Bergen County Co-op contract in an amount not to exceed $284,019.38.
Any objection? Next item.
Authorization to purchase one 2025 Chevy Tahoe for the fire department from Pellegrino Chevrolet through the Bergen County Co-op contract in an amount not to exceed $59,140.47.
Any objection? Next item.
Authorization to purchase fire equipment from Skylands Area Fire Equipment and Training through New Jersey State contract in an amount not to exceed $80,027.18.
Any objection? Next item.
Authorization to purchase one 2026 Ford F-250 for the fire department from All American Ford of Paramus through ESCNJ contract in an amount not to exceed $54,966.50.
Any objection? Next item.
Authorization to enter into a shared service agreement between the Borough of Saraville and the County of Middlesex for goose control at a fee not to exceed $17,112.33.
Any objection? Next item.
Authorization to purchase one 2026 Kenworth Mini Packer truck from Gabrielli Truck Sales through Sourcewell contract in an amount not to exceed $229,685.81.
Any objection? Next item.
Authorization to purchase one T770 Bobcat compact track loader from Woods Machinery, Bobcat of Central Jersey through ESCNJ contract in amount not to exceed $112,928.32.
Any objection? Next item.
Authorization to purchase one Elgin Broom Bear street sweeper from W.E. Timmerman of White House through Sourcewell contract in an amount not to exceed $415,890.30.
Any objection?
Authorization to purchase two 2026 Ford F-250 utility pickup trucks for the road department and buildings and grounds from Winter Ford through NJ State contract in an amount not to exceed $119,662.
Any objection? Next
Authorization to purchase two 2026 F-250 pickup trucks for the road department and parks department from Winter Ford through NJ State contract in an amount not to exceed $95,408.
item. Any objection? Next item.
Authorization to purchase one 2026 Ford Ranger from All American Ford of Paramus through ESCNJ contract in an amount not to exceed $39,898.30.
Any objection? Next item.
Application for a special event received from Wayne's Auto Body to hold a Toys for Tots charity car show at 1938 Highway 35 on December 7th from 8 a.m. to 12 noon.
Any objection? Okay.
Authorization to promote Marissa Barbieri from Clerk 1 to Violations Clerk in the Municipal Court effective December 1st, 2025.
Any objection? Next item.
Authorization to promote Joyce Wojcik from Clerk 2 to Violations Clerk in the Municipal Court effective December 1st, 2025.
Any objection? CFO's report?
Thank you, Mayor. All I have for this meeting is a transfer resolution. Thank you.
Thank you. Engineers report?
Thank you, Mayor. At the last meeting, you adopted the bond ordinance for your future road improvement. We're looking for authorization to prepare plans and specifications and bid those projects.
Okay. Any objections? Borough Attorney?
Thank you, Mayor. Nothing from the Borough Attorney.
Okay, at this time, I'm going to open the public portion for questions and comments. Sharon, let me get Sharon first.
Hi, everybody. Me and the Cultural Arts Council, we all showed up tonight because we got some phone calls this morning that something was changing with cultural arts, but now we see it's off the agenda. It was on the agenda this morning, and we both got some calls. So we're just wondering what's happening with cultural arts?
Cultural arts? You're
Yes.
just going to go under the management of recreation.
Okay, it was worded something about 3 people would be appointed. Does
I
that-
would recommend you go over it with Brian. It needed more work, so go over it with, my recommendation would be you go over it with Brian. Donna isn't here, and I don't have the answers to your questions.
Okay,
All right?
so Brian's in charge of all of those changes or adjustments?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You too. Jim? Yeah, but Jim was next. Jim?
Thank you, Mayor. Jim Robinson, from Parlin. I understand there was a settlement conference today with the Fair Share Coalition. Is that accurate? The attorney didn't report on it, but did that take place? Okay. A few months ago, when we were having a discussion on preserving the 40 acres that Peter Mako owns behind Kennedy Park, I mentioned that the borough attorney's firm also represented Peter Mako. And everybody, including Joe, said they were surprised at that. He said he didn't know that, and I trust him at that. I'm kind of surprised that everybody in this room, I was the only one who knew that, but be that as it may. And Mary Novak noted that in 2024, that the firm was appointed as the Affordable Housing Council. And I don't know if they still represented Mr. Mako in 2024 or not. At the last meeting, Councilman-elect Rios asked that the attorney not be involved in anything involving Peter Mako and that 40 acres, and the attorney agreed. Now, I will mention that when there was a discussion on whether or not we should have a referendum to let the people decide if we should purchase those 40 acres, the borough attorney advised against it. The borough attorney who was representing the borough, and I assume not representing Mr. Mako, but who knows? Well, when I learned from Fair Share Coalition about the settlement conference scheduled for this morning, or today, I don't know if it was this morning or not, I sent an email last week to the mayor and council, to the administrator, to the clerk, to everybody, asking who was representing the borough at today's Affordable Housing Settlement Conference. I got no answer. Mary Novak sent a reply to all saying she didn't know, but if somebody knew, would they please let Mr. Robinson know? I got no answer. Well, in life, you learn often that no answer is an answer. And maybe now I understand why I wasn't told, but who represented the borough at the settlement conference today? What law firm?
The borough attorney represented us, Mr. Sordillo.
Okay. But the borough attorney's office has indicated at as late as the last council meeting that they understood they had a conflict and they would not be involved in any discussions concerning Mr. Mako.
That's
And
correct.
Mr. Mako's 40 acres are central to our affordable housing plan. You can't discuss our affordable housing plan without discussing Mako's 40 acres. There's a domino effect. They're inexorably linked. I mean, it's like talking about the Ukraine without mentioning Russia. I mean, it is central. It is a part. The attorney has a conflict on the principal part of that plan. And you know what the people want. They're tired of the pay to play. I'm not even going to bring up the $10,000 contribution again, but they're tired of the conflicts. They're tired of the games. We were told there would be a recusal. We were lied to. the same firm that represented Peter Mocco, represented the borough at a settlement conference having to do with affordable housing. I mean, a fourth grader would know there's a conflict there. A fourth grader would know that you shouldn't be doing that. You know, and there's a pattern here. Like when the people voted to restore the firehouse, now we find that historic preservation money is being used to convert or rehabilitate the firehouse into what the mayor called a modern state-of-the-art office. But we're using historic preservation funds for that. People are tired of this.
30 seconds, Jim.
Okay. Let me go on to ask two more questions, and I will expect an answer on this. Thank you for pulling that Recreation Advisory Cultural Arts thing. That does need more work. I see that we're awarding a $40,000 painting contract to a firm in Milburn. No painters in Sayreville? Do we reach out to any Sayreville painters? And I guess I don't have time to ask
Thank you, Jim.
who's getting the Ford Bronco Sport 4x4 Badlands. It's a pretty nice vehicle. Maybe somebody wants to answer that. Actually, the administrator.
Thank
is
you,
supposed
Jim.
to answer.
Thank you, Jim.
That's in the order.
Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome, Mayor, and happy Thanksgiving.
And happy Thanksgiving to you, Jim. That being said, if you'd like to address it.
We can make it clear here. I know this was said at the last meeting by my colleague, Joseph Sardillo. I'll reiterate it. We don't believe that there's a conflict of interest. However, to avoid the appearance of impropriety, we will recuse ourselves from any dealings involving the Mocco property.
Okay, thank you. Are there any other questions? Yes. Do you want to get your shot set up?
That's good.
Okay. If you would say who you are.
Camera. You've got one going too. I just wanted to bring one more. You know what I mean?
Okay, who are you?
I was debating about giving my name or not, because I know there was a gentleman that came up here and he wasted like, I think 30 minutes of your time.
Who?
Was there a gentleman up here that came up here one time that wasted 30 minutes of your time?
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Not in the last 2 years.
It's been a while.
And you are?
So my name is Vinny. I'm with Garden State Accountability. I'm a longtime resident of Middlesex County. I'm here because something's happening in Sayreville that doesn't sit right with me.
Okay.
And it shouldn't sit right with anybody who cares about fairness and accountability. A YouTuber, Matthew, with the channel 2 Feet Outdoors is being accused of trespassing on private property. The problem is simple. When he was there was no trespassing signs posted, none. Only after he was summoned to court to appear months later that the signs magically appeared. He went to check it out, and so they're claiming to walk past the signs that didn't exist at the time. And that's not just a misunderstanding. That's a false narrative that can be proven with video and a timeline. His case is scheduled for trial on December 18th at 10 a.m. The accusation should concern everyone here because it points to something bigger. The owner of the waterfront property is Kristen Court Bowie. She's a well-connected attorney in Sayreville and Middlesex County. Sitting on the same property is a 110-foot yacht that has been polluting our local waterways for years. Anyone who has ever boated or lived here knows that this is not normal, it's not safe, it's not something ordinary, and no resident should get away with it. It raises real concerns about selective enforcement and abuse of influence. Many of us grew up here boating these waterways, completely unaware that something like this was happening right under our nose. It shouldn't take citizens with cameras to expose it. I wanted to thank Matthew and Sean of Long Island Audit for bringing this situation into the light, because I've lived in Middlesex County. I never even knew it, and I boated probably right past the property. Never saw it. It's tucked in there pretty good. So thank you to them for making it possible to bring it to my attention. So tonight I'm asking the council to do the appropriate departments to do 2 things. drop the wrongful trespassing charge against Matthew and conduct an investigation, a long-term environmental investigation on the property, the vessel, and the surrounding area at this location. The residents deserve the truth. They expect full exposure of what's really happening. They deserve accountability, and no one in this town should be able to twist the law and protect themselves while targeting others. So thank you for your time. I would hope for a response.
Okay, so the response is, the thing with Matthew, whom I know, it has to follow its course through the courts.
What about the pollution of the?
Well, you had two issues. So the first issue is Matthew. So he has to stay the course, and hope justice will prevail. That being said, as far as this property, this is on the Washington Canal?
On the South River, I believe.
Yeah, that's Viking Terminal.
It's behind a Viking terminal.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have you filed a complaint with
We have
DEP, and what was their response?
received anything back yet. I haven't received anything back yet.
Okay. Jay, will the DEP contact us?
Well, doesn't the town of Saraville investigate these things and say?
Well, we would bring in the DEP. We don't have,
They wouldn't be able to leave it there.
leave what?
If I left my car on the side of the road, I wouldn't be able to leave it there.
I'm not understanding. Do you understand, Jay?
I think, Mayor, if the borough filed a claim with the DEP, you probably would get a response. If a private citizen did, I'm not sure that response would come to the borough.
All right. What is the nature, what is happening there that you,
What's happening there?
Yeah.
There's a boat that's leaking fluids into the South River.
okay.
All right, but you shouldn't be able to abandon a boat.
I've never been on that property. They're,
There's a video, you can see that the hole is compromised.
and it's leaking, do you believe it's leaking fuel or oil or something?
There's water in where the engine.
All right, there's a dock there, Jay?
No, not there.
No, it's more than like a little inlet there. It's been there like 30 years at least.
The boat?
Boat's been there 30
All right,
years.
would you send, have Kirk send someone there and take a look at it?
All right, we'll do a follow-up on it.
I hope so, thank you.
Okay, you can check with the office in a couple of days, see what the results are. Okay? All right, thank you. Any other questions or comments? Being no other questions or comments, I'll entertain a motion to close the public portion. Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. That being said, about the borough attorney, when I appointed them 2 years ago, Mr. Robinson congratulated me and thought it was a wonderful appointment. That being said, everybody in Saraville has an opinion. They don't necessarily have the credentials. And as far as I know, other than Jay and his son and the borough attorney, no one is qualified to be hired as a land use expert or to get actually paid for what they know and what their accreditation is. So what we have are a lot of people with opinions but no accreditation, and tonight was an example of that. And with that statement, so I would be very careful. Opinions are like elbows. Everybody's got them, and everybody's welcome to them, and I'd listen to them. But that being said, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily true or factual or carries any weight outside of the speaker. And it depends how good a public speaker you are, whether or not people think it's credible. Doesn't have to be based in fact. That being said, I'll entertain a motion to close the meeting. I wish everyone a very happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in December. Is there a motion to close? To adjourn, rather?
So moved.
All right.
So moved, yes.
Thanks, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving.
Aye. Second.